Hello everyone, good to have you around. Welcome to Eco Natural Nails once again. Today we are having our live stream, and yeah, so to all the ladies and the tomboys, my fellow PyJammers, and everyone else, you're welcome. You're welcome. Hope you had a nice 2 weeks. I hope that your nails are picking up as we go along. I wish you all the best. It's a lifetime journey, so don't give up. I'll have to keep encouraging you because my nails have been also kind of going through a stressful time the last couple of weeks, as I've explained. And you'll see that today. So you don't give up, you just keep on treating them well, giving them that TLC that they need, and yeah, you're sure to go in the right direction. Yeah, so yeah, we're going to start today with our session. And as I said, today I wanted us people have been asking me, what would you wear, like, if you had to go for an interview or to work, so I'll just share what I think suits me for formal occasions, but I think it really depends on the environment where you're going, or where you're going. So I think it's good sometimes to check the guidelines, but basically, if like where I've worked all along, I've never had that we had issues in terms of what color of polish you could wear or what you could not wear, but I always try to wear something more formal if I have to go to work, and so I'll share the colors that I normally go for if I want to have that look. Exactly. So as we go along, we'll start off, because I don't want us to go too long. I think an hour is good. So I'll just start with removing the old polish that we did 2 weeks ago. I'll show you my nails. I didn't change a lot because I've been working a lot with my hands, and I didn't have to go outside a lot, or for important stuff. And I'm trying to check out polishes, what is good, like more or less testing, what lasts long. But as I said, I've also realized it depends on the nature of your nails, because as you can see, my 2 nails, okay, this one, the polish stayed on all the way to the end, but this one, the polish has really chipped off, as you can see. Then this nail has gotten a little crack, it's splitting on the side, so I have to work on that. But apart from that, as I said, my thumbs, hope you can see, my thumbs have also been misbehaving a little in terms of like chipping and breaking from the side, and I'm just really trying to grow them out, but they are quite strong, so I don't really have a big problem with that. But I've also realized, I think my hands just like moving and working, so I have to wait. I'm trying to get my angle. I'm really just removing the cutex, and as I said, you start from the, I feel I'm lost here. Wait a bit, I'm trying to get my bearing. I've changed the camera a bit, so I try to work from the middle. I have to change this. Wait a minute. Let me change this a little. Okay. So you always work from the middle and push down. Yeah, because I always turn my nail to the back. I think that's the problem. So just remove the polish from the middle to the front, and I normally hold the nail. I hope you can see, like push it. Wait a bit, this, I think so like I push from the middle to the outside. Sorry, it's the nail is facing me, but if I do like this, it's basically from the middle outwards. Yeah, okay, so let's get that out. So the polish remover, as I told you, which I normally use, has no acetone. That means it's not very strong, and it has a bit like of oil with it. So look out for a product that goes an extra way to protect your nails. Otherwise you'll have something very strong on your nails, which is not going to benefit your nails. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I think that's what I'm trying to say. I hope you can see. You pull from the middle outwards, a bit rubbing to the sides. Please let me know if you can hear. Wait, come back, check here something. I'd really like to know, what are your favorite colors of cutexes? Are you more a red person, a black, dark colored like this blue kind of person, or do you prefer the neutral colors, or you just wear anything that goes and you're happy with it? Yeah, you almost match what you have with your clothes. So we are on the last finger now, and as I said, it really depends on the quality of nail polish now. So look, I've almost removed everything, and this is the first time, and these are even different colors. Of course, I'll go through once more with it, and you can see it's dripping with oil. I love it, so my nails don't really dry out. So when I discovered this nail polish remover, I've stuck to it. So you can see a lot of oil on it. Yeah, so I'll change because it's full of color. Full of polish, colored polish. Because last time we did all colors. I was trying out all colors just to see and explain how different colors work differently on your texture. Yeah, sorry, on your complexion rather. Your complexion. So it helps you in selecting the right colors that you'd want for your use, for coloring, painting, polishing your nails. Wait a bit. So, so, So this nail actually broke totally. So it just broke from where it's been struggling, where I said it had really started thinning out, and I was trying to, force it to grow. So I've just let it be. And I think maybe that's why it didn't chip, because now it's the same. It's the same. How do I say? It's not thinned out. There are no ridges on the nail at all. But this one has a ridge. There's the small bit that's a bit white at the end. So exactly. So it has. I'll show you what you can use. I have a base coat that assists with helping out with when part of your nail has thinned out because of chipping, so that when you put the polish it's all smooth, like it's all smoothened out. And I hope it also, then I'll also use a strengthening base coat. I'll put 2 layers to protect it from breaking again and to strengthen it. So this nail is the one I'm telling you. It has chipped a bit, and this was because it had you can see a little, it had a really horrible cuticle which I had to deal with, and I think it's, I feel like it's going to break this nail. But I'm going to fight for it. I'm going to fight for it because it feels even weak. It feels weak on the edge. I have to give it some real gentle treatment, and not mishandle it. But oh goodness, I have to reduce working with my nails, being here and there. So let me know if you can hear me, if the sound is good. So we are done with that. So I said the next thing that I do normally is file the nails, but let me do one more cleanup just to get rid of all the polish. But actually this polish is also, the quality is good because I don't have to use so much to get all the polish out. Trying to wonder why the So just wait a bit. Trying to see whether there's a problem with the technicality. Again, I can see that this is not so good, but we'll go on. Sometimes it just clears up. Sorry about that. Wait, trying to sort that out. Wait 1 second. Okay. Okay, so there we go. We've cleared the polish. And so what I do, before I wash, I file my nails, because when they are wet, I find they're more brittle, or like they become soft, and it like they don't really, you can't really file them well. Yeah, so we're going to file them, and as I said, I normally file and also check from the underside to see that I've filed them at the same length. Sorry about the connectivity, it's misbehaving a little or a lot. So okay, so let me file now. And as I said, the best way to file your nails, there are different shapes. It always depends on personal taste, but I prefer following the natural shape of my nails. So like here, this width here, I try to make sure it's the same width around here, like on the edge, that it's fitting almost here. And so because I have very like boxy kind of nails, I just do the same. Like I file straight, and then round off a little on the edges, like the same thing here. Then they look balanced, and I've realized for me this shape is good because it doesn't like the nails don't break when I have this kind of a shape. Okay, so we'll do that. I'll just try to see the ones that I need to go down on. They've been really having different sizes because of like the thumbs. I've said they've been having issues in terms of chipping and breaking a bit, so the shape has really not been so good. But the other nails I've tried to just maintain the shape. This one I explained the last time, the pointing finger, that it also had issues. If you can see, yeah. So I'm also trying to work on that. Yeah. So the best thing when you have like this nail of mine that's beginning to chip, if you have a nail chipping or breaking on the edges, try to sort that out and keep the nail not very long. Yeah, because when the nail is long, it puts more pressure on the the split part. Yeah, and the nail will most probably maybe cut like break across, which is really painful. So I normally try to keep nails that have an issue a bit shorter, even if it's a bit shorter than the rest, to be able to help them in terms of just staying a bit strong and wearing through the the rib. Yeah. So then, as I said, you also make sure you go in and out. Just run your file. I've explained my best kind of file is this glass file. The glass files, I find them to be the best. Of course, there are many kinds of files that you can use out there. The emery boards, metal ones, and so on. Yeah. So just look what is in the market, what you can get, and just check the fineness that you can have that is able to. So this metal one I showed you, I like it using for carrying it when I'm going somewhere, because especially in the planes, if you travel, you carry your nail file, they confiscate it, especially a nail file. So if you have something like this or these kinds, especially for traveling, then you're good to go. Yeah. Then of course we have the basic normal metal file. Yeah. So as I said, start with what you have. Yeah, start with what you have. But for natural nails, the finer the nail file, the better for your nails. Yeah. So this nail, I need to, it's a bit too, for me, this is the longest I want them to be for now. So I need to get the proper shape now. I've realized it's been a bit, one side has been a bit longer than the other one, so I just keep controlling. Yeah, as I file, I check from under, from the front. You can even use a mirror if you're in the bathroom, just to control, just to see that the length is staying the same. Yeah, and of course they look better. We're talking about a professional look. They look better when you keep them the same length. So thank you for watching, thank you for being around. So as I said, I've learned through my experiences that sometimes you hear people say, yeah, it's wrong to file to and fro. You just have to try and see how that works out with your nails, because when using a very fine nail file, like for me, I've not had a problem with that. Yeah, and as I said, my nails are not wet. Yeah, so because the nail is very fine, it just likes it hardly would leave any splits on the nail. Yeah, so I'm trying to get the shape, and as I said, I round off the sides a little. Just round them a bit, just a bit. And as I said, I avoid filing the sides, the sides of the nail. Yeah, unless I feel there's something rough, then I'll do very briefly, just briefly. Yeah, but not filing the edges completely, otherwise your nails will weaken all the way to the bottom and they'll just start breaking from a very deep place, which is very dangerous, and the nail can really just you can see, can really break from the sides. Okay. So try to see which part you can see. So okay, kind of feel with a bit. I'm going further away with the nails. Okay, yeah. So fine. Yeah, so let me do the last one. So we're just filing away. Just I like the length of the nails this week, so I'm not filing them down a lot. And yeah, then after that we'll wash and get to do the next processes. So as I said, I just do a little carving on the side. And also the inside, run the file a bit on the inside to get those fluffs, those little parts or pieces of the nail that might remain, and like they tend to stick, so you have to check that out. One way that I check to make sure that the nails are smooth, that they don't have any of that, by the way, these nail files, glass files, sometimes they have one side that's very smooth for like glossing your nails, and the other side that is for filing. So you can run the glossy side over to do for that. But I also use cloth, just run cloth, what you're wearing, and you can be able to tell, are you picking stuff, are you picking cloth, are your nails smoothened out, or you still need to do a bit of buffing. Yeah. And so I said I normally use this buffer for that if I have to sorry. Yeah. I need to check out something with the internet. I think the network is not very good today. Yeah, so we're filing away. This smaller nail has also picked up well on the left hand side, on the right hand side. Okay, so again, just filing the sides. This one is the other nail, which the two have been quite good, especially compared to these other two nails on this hand, on my right hand. But as I said, I need to take care of the nail here because it's chipped a bit on the side, a very small split. So what I have here, I'll show you. I have an anti-split product, which I hope is going to help in that. Yeah. Hey everyone. So welcome everyone. So we are now filing the nails. So let me try to do a bit of going through with the nail file on these two. I don't have much nail, but just try to maintain the same shape on them, and just making sure that there are no rough edges. I can just run the nail file just smoothly on top, so that the nail is not left with any fluffy stuff, any rough edges, not fluffy stuff, rough edges. Right. Okay. Give me 1 second. I need to sort out the internet issue a bit. Sorry about this. 1 second. So I'll just file it a little, as I said, just to make sure that the rough edges are no longer there, and I'll run the buffer on that after we clean up. Yeah. So then we do now the I'm used to filing not from this side but from this side, because I can see especially the thumb. Sorry, I have to lift it up, but I'm just trying to file it, you know, like a cross, so and get rid of, it's been having some you know, like chipping a bit on the side here, so I want to I'll use product to try and help it out on that. Yeah, but apart from that, it's a healthy nail, and the chipping is growing out, you know, where it had issues on this side with the same nail here. I think because of, you know, using them a lot for work. So yeah, okay, all right, so we'll use now some cuticle remover and work on the cuticles, then we can wash. Just apply just on the cuticles, just round bit on the nails around the cuticle. So there are different kinds of cuticle removers. I tend to like this, you know, like that are more like a liquid, as you can see. Yeah, more like a liquid. But when like I'm traveling or I need to do something quick, or I don't have too much cuticle, there are also such pens, you know, from different manufacturers that you can get, you know, that would also do the same jobs. Yeah. I think I even have one in the form of like a polish. Let me show you. Cuticle remover. Here, I think I used it the first time. This is also cuticle remover. In the it looks like polish. Even the brush is almost like you know, like the normal polish bottle. So just see what you have and what works best for you. So here we go. Put on all the nails around. Cuticles might be, but as I told you the last time, I really surgery, you know. I worked on removing them, the cuticles, so they've not come back a lot. Sometimes they can, you know, just come like they have been invited. So just find out where you are at, so you don't have to remove cuticles a lot every time. And as I said, if you feel you have a lot and you really need to have them, you know, like removed with cuticle scissor, yeah, do it only if you know how to do it yourself, and very gently, that you're not cutting yourself up and causing infection. So once I've done with putting that, you need a tool to push the cuticles back. So I normally, as I said, either use this it has the a rubber kind of a pusher, so you could use it, or also use the rough side of it. My nail files also are very good with this side. I use the tip of my nail file to do that, or the usual metal cuticle pusher, or as I said last time, you can use a wooden stick, or they call it the orange stick here, so these three, I mean, you use what you can use. So today let's just use the metal one. Just push away. And as I said, I realized it's very, very good for your nails when you do your cuticles, because you increase your nail bed, so your nails tend to look better and more professional, as opposed to when you have not removed the cuticles. So take time to do that. Push the cuticles back, and then if there are any cuticles that are coming out with the product, so you'll see with the product, because it softens them, so the cuticle is supposed to be hard dead skin, so sometimes it sits on your nails. So so feel free to ask any questions that you might have, or things that you feel maybe we could cover as we go along. Exactly, so this hand is done. I'd really done a lot of the removal, so just push back the cuticle. It very gently now. Might look like I'm pushing maybe a bit tough, but just gently. Sometimes you feel so this is the nail that I'm talking about, and I can feel this. I need to use something more than just this to get this some rough bits there. Push back the cuticle, and of course it gives your nails a nice shape when you do it. And like what I realized, when your nails have had polish like a week, and the polish is growing out, and if you've not left a bit of no polished area between the polish and your cuticles, you can, when you oil your nails in between the week, you can still push with your finger, just push with your finger. You can just do it in between the week, and it really helps, just to make sure that the cuticle area is where the cuticles come out, is all cleared up, and your nail I feel like the nail breathes, and you're able to get rid of all that cuticle that keeps growing up and out. But I think it depends on people. There are people who have less of the cuticle than others, so just know how to deal with them. And then, as I said, once in a while you can seek professional help. Go just spoil yourself and get yourself a manicure. Moment. I need to be more stable. Sorry, I'm using the surface to be able to push. because I want to be careful I don't hurt myself. I'm still here. So I'll wash that. See? I'm running the orange stick through. I think we are good to go. Find them very gentle and smooth. If you're scared of using metal, the orange stick works perfect. Yeah, so I'm going to snip. I'll use first I like using, as I told you last time, this scissor, the nail scissor. Don't worry not to cut anything, but I feel I have something sharp on this nail, and I think it will help me just to run it through, to be able to know where it is, just slightly. I'm just on the, almost on the outside of the nail. And maybe just go in. I don't know that this color, although I'll clean it, because I want to assess this nail and see. Actually, there's no break, so which is good. I thought it had a split, but I'll still give it some anti-split. Yeah, I think this one is okay. I'm just on the outside of the nail, just need to snip. Could use that also. Just a little snipping away. Just on the outside. So you just move one side. I was holding it. But please don't do this if you don't know how to cut anything. Yeah, this is just for when you know how to, use that to get rid of. Yeah, so you can see just the nails that are not really doing well, and we've now finished with this. So we'll just wash and do the rest of the processes. Normally people say, they use alcohol, as I said, or other products to clean up after this process, but I prefer just using water to wash my hands. Sometimes when I have the time and I want to spoil my hands or myself, I really just even use like I would scrub and stuff like that. So this is just basic hand gel. I'll just use it to clean. Just run my little brush over the nails, and it feels so nice, just to wash them inside and out. The palm also. Surprised that you cannot see. Wait a bit. So as I said, this is the brush that I use, and basically just run the brush on the nails, and also on the back. It also has a very good side here for the inside, so if you have any dirt, you can be able to do that. So it's a specific nail brush that you can get in the shops. You can shop around. If not, sometimes you find there are also plastic ones that you can get for that. So I'm just washing the top of the nails and the outsides and the palm of the hands. I prefer washing with water for that short while. I mean, it's just a short time, and I'm not exposing my hands to a lot of water for a long period of time, so I think that's okay, So just to what you feel, you know, is good for your hands. I just miss that process, because when I do the normal showering, I'm using water, and my nails most probably have polish. So this is the only time I feel my hands have my nails have access to water, and it feels so nice. So, and I also think it's a good way also to try and get rid of pigmentation out of using a lot of colored polish. So why not, just do what is good for you, for the nails, what you'd feel is good for you. Yeah, so there we go. So the next thing we're going to do, so when you reach this step, remember last time I told you I forgot to check if my bottles were open. So as I said, today we are doing a professional look, and my professional look is either I use a red, a nice red polish, or I'll go and use some very nude colors. Either I'll use a white, or I'll use a colorless. Wait a bit, where is my colorless? Wait a bit. Colorless polish. 1 second. Yeah, colorless polish. Yeah. Give me a minute. Sweet. Yes, I put it here. Okay, here we go. Or a colorless. Yeah, anything that doesn't have color would go for me. I also have such colors like light pinks, like pinks. This is also a light pink. It looks more like a purplish pink, but what I'm trying to say, light colors, yeah, or the usual white. I think that's what I mentioned. Or you can go for a gray, a gray color. Yeah, so for me that's what I call colors that I would use if I want to give my nails a professional look. So one tip I've discovered, in terms that I can give you in terms of selecting colors for a professional look, if your nails are short, yeah, I find red colors bring out that your nails, that they look nice, as opposed to if you use them colorless, or very nude colors. So what I'm going to do, I'll use on one hand one of the colorless or light pink colors. Maybe I think I've missed using white. Yeah, I'll use white today. So I'll use white for my left hand. Yeah, for my left hand, and I'll use red for my right hand, just for you to see, because of these short fingers, that it brings out the color, and someone doesn't notice that your nails are really, really short if you have a red color. I think it's just because red is bold, so when you wear it, it's like it doesn't matter what kind of, how long your nails are. That's the experience that I have, and so that's what we're going to do. So as I said, I have here an anti-split. I'm going to put a little fast, it be drying on my finger that has I think it has a small split. So I'll just put something very small. Just wait, I need to move where you can see. Exactly. So just put a little layer, because the problem is on this side. It's just on this side, let that dry. And then I wanted to put on these two fingers a ridge filler. Yeah, so this is a kind of a base coat that you apply when your nails have chipped and you want to give your polish a smooth finish, so people don't, or your nails don't show that they have ridges because of that, because of the fact that they are chipped and you're trying to maybe grow that out. Yeah, so I'll use this, and as I said, don't shake the bottle a lot, otherwise you're going to have like bubbles on your polish. You can just tilt the bottle a little, and sometimes you just hold them on in between your hands to make them a bit warm, and mix the the product together. So so I'll just put on this finger and on the second one and on my thumbnails, because they're the ones that have been having an issue, and as I've said, the polishes had actually chipped more on this. So I'll try this one. Has a small tip. As we said, it's good to put on the tip also, just to close in that. So just run that through. This one also. Then I'll use a normal base coat for the other nails. They don't need a rich filler. Okay. So as I said, make sure that you have checked out your bottles, that they're not so tight, otherwise you might mess your polish when you're doing your polishing. Okay, so let's go. Start with the middle, then run the sides. Just use a little product, not too little, not too much. Run the middle, then to the sides, then to the sides here. Run on this side here. Run the middle. So there are different kinds of base coats that we have out there. As I said, if you really have like very thinned out nails, maybe look for a nail hardener to start off with, to make your nails a bit hard. But if your nails are already brittle, the best thing to use is just a nail strengthener or just a normal base coat, so that they don't become too brittle and keep breaking more. So just be wise in terms of what you choose. Most people tend to go for nail hardeners. They think that's what will make their nails stay strong and not break. But if your nails are already brittle, they become too hard. They just break. You hit something and the nails tend to break. So I normally start polishing my left hand with my right hand. So I'll start we'll start here. So I need to move a bit so that you can see. So as I said, run in the middle, and then on the side, and on the side here, because you want to try not to put too much product that it's going all over your skin. Yeah, and then it looks so messy and it's a lot of work to remove. Yeah, but as soon as you get any mess, that's what I told you last time, make sure that you have like I put normally some polish on the side, and just use either a cotton bud, what you have available. Although I've realized when I use cotton buds, because of their shape, so when you try to do it, and I think you can see, yes, so it's the rounded part touches the side of, you know, your polish, you have to be very careful using it. Maybe put it at an angle. If you have no choice, I normally work like this, so I avoid the rounded part if I don't have anything else. Or you take your orange stick, this orange stick, I was telling you that you use the wooden stick for pushing the cuticle. On the other side, I normally like put you know, some cotton wool around it and use that. You know, you just dip that in your polish remover, and as you go along, if you find you're messing, you know, you just use it, and you know, I find it even much better, you know, much better, because you know, it's not too rounded, you know, it's almost you know, like a straight side here, and so it doesn't have that rounded bit, or like the cotton bud, which would mess up your polish as you go along. Yeah, so I'll see. Then of course I have, as I said, you can use a pencil. Sometimes I even have, this one I normally mix. This was to do with the oil I was explaining to you that I did last time. The oil, you can use a brush that has the shape, you know. You can check what kind of a brush that, you know, has a good cut, you know, that you can now use to, you know, clean up your messed up sides. So let me first polish it. If I get a bit that is not well done and some polish goes on the skin, then I'll show you how to get that out. Yeah. So this is just a simple white color, very light white, not very, very deep, so it will almost look like colorless, but I think I'll put two coats will be enough normally. So I'll let it first be drying. I'll go on the red so that it's dried a bit before I come. I come to put the other one. So, and what I like about this polish, the two that I'm using, the white and the red, they dry in 40 seconds. So if you don't want to wait so long, I think I've taken very little product. My nail is huge. So, but I'll do 2 coats, so that's okay. It's better if you put too little. Again, it's not so good because it pulls down the base coat that you had put, and it can smudge your nail polish. Yeah. Okay. So the last one now, and I feel I've put too much product because the nail is a bit not so big. So just look at the 2 short nails. They don't look so bad if you put colored red polish. I like because it covers up a lot, and the nails look nice, you know, and they don't stand out so much that someone can see, oh, those nails are shorter than the other ones, because you see, like these two nails are shorter than these other ones, but because of the red color, it's not so obvious from a distance. Yeah, maybe a little bit, but if you put colorless, it shows much more, and I think that's not what you want someone to see. So that's the best that I've found to help with that, you know. If you don't want to cut your nails all of them to one length, Yeah, sometimes it demotivates you, you know, if you're having your natural nails and one has broken and you think, oh, I have to cut all of them to the same length now. So I told you guys, I don't do that. I try to maybe maintain, how do you say, like maybe I'll trim down the other ones if the difference in length is too much. Or sometimes I color it in a different color than the others, just to show maybe someone would think it's a style that you've done. You know, just look for a way how to get around it. Sometimes I would put some decor on the polish on the nail. We just have to be creative, you know. So someone thinks it's intentional that it's short, you know, but that time it's, you know, it's broken, and you don't want to break the other ones also, you know. So there we go. That's my natural whitish polish. I think I'll use I can go with one more coat, but it's still okay. I like the way that it's looking like it's some French manicure a bit. So let's do the other coat for this one. So I put quite little there. So again, as I said, if you need to support yourself to be able to put, that's okay. I think I'm so much used to applying polish like on the air, but I need to show you guys, you know. So that's why I have to put the nails down. It's also a bit new for me, but I can do it. When you do it 1, 2, 3 more times, you get used to doing it. Okay. Okay. And then avoid going back and forth with the polish. You know, sometimes you think, oh, then I put again and again and again. Just try to run the brush once or twice, you know, like just once, you know, on your nail, to avoid smudging, you know, or getting bubbles. Like if you do it once, you don't go back there again, yeah, unless you really want to like correct something, or maybe the nail didn't get enough product, then you can do that, yeah. Sorry, I think this nail is picking a lot. To go on the edge. Oh, I think I've touched the side, so it's always good to remove immediately once you get a smudge, or as I told you, sometimes when I'm really tired, I just wait for the next day and just do them in the morning, yeah. So you see, that's what I'm saying. I run the, let me show you. I run the stick, you know, like just straight on, but going. Yeah, and I've removed that, yeah. Just running it across, and it doesn't smudge it at all. Doesn't smudge it at all. So these are things I say, get them ready. Like that's what I do. I put a bit of product. It's always in this container, yeah, and just shut it. So I've poured it from the main container, so that, because when you forget and you don't have it, then you don't know what to do, yeah. If you have to remove, you know, product from your nails. Sorry, when I leave the nails, sometimes it's difficult to do it, and I have to show you. So, but what I'm doing is just running the orange stick with the cotton and polish remover on the sides where there's any product, yeah, and it does it so nicely without smudging or touching your nail, you know. So just give it a try. That's one way. I mean, there's so many products that you can use out here. I showed you last time, like we have, I told you there are sticks that you can buy, you know, there are sticks that you can buy. I'll show you next time, that, you know, for dipping and removing the polish. Or as I said, you can also use you know, a brush to remove that. Yeah, so we'll be using the different types every other time so that you can see. So now I'll just put some top coat. This polish that I've used now dries in 40 seconds, so I don't have to wait for long. And I also have let me show you. I also have, I've used this before. It's also they call it ultra quick dry top coat. Yeah, so I don't have to spend so much time letting it dry. Yeah, so we'll just run the top coat, and then I'll show you what we have. Then you're ready to go for your formal appointment. Sorry. The top coat helps to you know, like be a protection on the nail. As I said, you can also run across the edges if you want, but I think for me, once I do twice, especially one with the base coat and the polish, I don't do I don't have to do so much. I think it's coming out a lot. Need to reduce that. Sorry, I put too much. I have to get it out. It's coming out a lot, so I need to reduce completely. So then we do the red side. It's pouring out a lot. I think the product has even dropped. Okay. It's coming out a lot, so I have to that's the good thing nowadays. I think that was one thing that I really had a problem with, you know, starting out with polishing or doing my nails, maybe not just polishing, just doing home manicure, just thinking, oh my goodness, it's gonna take forever, you know, for the cutex to dry, especially if you have to think you have to do a base coat and then 2 coats of polish and then a top coat. Sometimes you go to the salons, you know, sometimes they don't have this quick drying stuff, and you know you have to wait for so long, and you're scared, you know, will your nails smudge, you know, maybe they've not dried out so well. So check out if you have these products, you know, like nail polishes or base coats or top coats that you know, are quick dry. You know, that helps you a lot, especially if you have to, you know, go to other things. You don't take like 3 hours on your polish. And that's why I said I do my polishes just before going to bed, because for me that's how I've discovered I don't smudge, even if it's still the quick dry kind of polishes. So there we are done. It helps me from not smudging, because I know myself, so you just know yourself. Are you the kind of person who you just want to tidy up this, or there, that's not, I need to do that, and you can't stop doing things and errands, and then you just smudge. So all I do is make sure that I've done everything, and then I go to bed. Or as I said, maybe if I want to watch something, I just go sit down and I'm watching. And even there, it's also very dangerous for me, Yeah, so there we go. So we have the red and the white. Tell me what you prefer. And as I said, even with short nails, they look nice, as long as you do your nails and you're taking care of them. Even short nails can look beautiful, and like as I said, for me, I really trim my nails. They can grow longer, but I don't like them longer, because I know of myself and the way I want to do this and that, and I feel like they're coming in the way. So yeah, just see what you can do. But of course, when they're a little bit longer, they look nice, Yeah, but short nails can also look good, because maybe sometimes your job doesn't allow you, or you wouldn't be able to work well with long nails. So as long as you've cleaned them up, you've removed the cuticles, and you're taking care of your nails the way we said. And yeah, I wanted to show you, I told you I made oil. I mixed my oils. So this is my bottle full of oil. I mixed I think 10 oils. From oils that I found in the kitchen, olive oil, sunflower oil, I don't know what else was there, coconut oil. I melted it and added it here to the bottom. You can see that. Sorry. It's very, very thick and nice. That's difficult to see exactly, but just make your oils, or make sure that you have oil or nice cream for your hands and your nails, that you're always oiling, because I told you that's also one big trick to ensure that your nails are healthy, and they're not breaking, they're flexible, you have less cuticle to deal with, and you have your healthy nails. So here we go. I'll send I'll put out maybe a picture, so you see, but note down on the chat box, just let me know what's your favorite, professional colors. Which are your favorite professional colors? Are you more on the reds? Are you more on the nudes, or in between? And how do you put them, for that? So I wish you guys a wonderful 2 weeks before we meet again. In 2 weeks, as long as the Saturday, as I said, is an odd numbered Saturday, then we're going to meet live. Please continue, doing the bits and pieces that you've picked up, and yeah, just let me know what's helping you, where you have questions, and join us, because you're not alone, as you do your nails. And as you can see, sometimes you don't have to do them every day, or maybe when you're starting out, not every day but every week. Maybe you can be doing them every week, but for me, normally 2 weeks, that's when I sit down and do the polishing and all. And as I said, sometimes the polish just stays for the 2 weeks, and what sometimes I do in between the 2 weeks is I apply another top coat on top, or a nice nail strengthener or something like that, but not strengthener, but a nail what do you call it, treatment, depending on what my nails are going through. Like as I've said, maybe if they're splitting, or they're having ridges, then I'll just put that and help them out. Yeah. Okay, so then bye bye. I wish you a wonderful 2 weeks, and let's keep PyJamming. Yeah, thank you so much, and please subscribe, and yeah, share with your friends if you know someone who would like to know how to do their nails. Just get them in here, and when you subscribe, then you're able to know when is the next live. Yeah, so subscribe so that I don't, sometimes maybe you don't you can miss out something because maybe you didn't check the Facebook page, or the other social media outlets. So just subscribe, and that way you're sure that you don't miss out, and you know when we are meeting next, or if there's any activity that's going to be taking place. Okay, so take care and see you in 2 weeks. Bye bye.